our trade relation. What we lose with the US, we have to try and gain elsewhere.
So then that diversification of markets, could the European Union be that? We do know that India and the European Union are engaged in negotiations over an FTA. We're hoping that that comes to fruition, maybe by the end of this year or early next year. Do you think that could be an alternative?
I think this is among the alternatives. As you know, I spent quite a large part of my life dealing with international trade, whether as European Commissioner or whether as DG of the World Trade Organization. And I think it's no secret that India is a difficult trade partner. Negotiating any sort of trade agreement with India is an excruciating exercise for a variety of reasons, which have to do with what remains of old protectionist times in the Indian system and in the Indian economy, but this can change under new pressures, under new parameters, and the fact that Trump is obstructing so much of India's trade, whether it's on goods or on services with these H1B1 visas, or with what he says on pharmaceuticals, although his tariffs on pharmaceuticals are mostly for branded products, whereas India exports quite a lot of generic products.
Yes.
So it may not be that bad on that side. But I think, and I speak there as a European, that given the pressure which Trump puts on EU and on India, and given that EU and India still have quite a large potential to exchange market opening where India is better than the EU and EU market opening where EU is better than India, I think the odds that something happens are much higher than in the past. They were extremely low in the past. They are now clearly higher.